You know, the rafters are going to be rocking, and the players are going to try to ride that intensity all the way. And the Golden State Warriors thrust into the role of villain after acquiring Kevin Durant, and Draymond not holding back after winning the title. Shaq, your thoughts?
Listen, people love to cheer against super teams, and it's good for the league to have a villain. That's my villain laugh.
Oh, what was that?
That was,
Wow,
that was scary.
My goodness. Wow. The character and chemistry of this team is without question. And you can root for the underdog for sure. But the villains, it's basketball.
That was nice.
Let's see if we can scare Kevin Harlan as we throw it back.
Ready?
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the presentation of the award ceremony. Patrick McCaw.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. Their first game of the NBA's regular season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait. Right side, Lowry. And too long on the shot.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Kicks it to Adams. Pass to Black. Here's Guerrero. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Going into the first game of the season, he said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And here now the Thunder, following the miss by Draymond Green. Forte, while recovering. The pass to Wale. There's the three. The Warriors pull it in. This is DeNova. Can't cash in from close range.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
The putback. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has got his first basket of the night. They set the pick. Pass to McCormick. Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Forte. The shot that time not on target. The Warriors go the other way with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Novak kicks to Lowry. No good on the shot. Oklahoma City leading by 6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Adams, the pass to Black. Passes it to Wale. Screen by Adams. Here's Black. Goes up on the wing. Novak grabs the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
When you think about Thunder coach Billy Donovan taking over in 2015, he came in as a 2-time NCAA champion at Florida and one of only 4 individuals to play and coach in a Final Four. Incredible stuff.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Adams, the pass to Wale. Lays it up off the glass.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
And Coach Donovan, when he came in, wanted to encourage more ball movement and spacing.
I'm not sure it's played exactly as he had hoped. It's not always possible to shoehorn a new style of play. You've got to adapt to your personnel.
Here's Penbay. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oklahoma City leading by 6. The feed to Black. It's deflected. Adams outside. From deep. Novak grabs the board.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Forte. His three-pointers off the mark.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Lowry. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year. 7 rebounds and 5 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Draymond Green with the rebound.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Yep, it counts.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin, becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Warriors, #1. The Thunder in 4th.
And you know what? These are two of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They get a hand on it. Forte now recovering. Here's Forte. Pass to Wale. It's rebounded by Golden State. Novak's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Lowry. Clock at 6. Fades. That one good for 2. Lowry's got his 2nd bucket.
Boy, don't you love how efficient Kevin Durant is from every spot of the floor. This game comes so easy to him.
And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. They set the pick. Here's McCormick. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. He has 5.
And you just feel like every 3 Curry takes is probably going in. His form, his arc on the shot, everything is perfect.
And here now the Thunder. They trail by 1. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Lowry, and another basket for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Wale. It's deflected.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
Here's Forte. Here's Adams. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, you think to Steven Adams, and coming out of New Zealand, playing about 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, now in his 5th season as a starter for the Thunder. And what a pivotal guy he's become for this franchise.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Livingston's checked in for Cousins. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And Steven Adams drafted by OKC with the 12th pick in 2013. That draft pick, a centerpiece of the James Harden trade.
And that trade will go down as one of the great conversation pieces of all time, whether or not you should have moved James Harden. But the reality is, where Adams is concerned, they got a two-way big man with incredible athleticism, unbelievable physical strength, and an evolving offensive game. So this is one piece of the trade that you have made great use of.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Sampson. Adams outside. Out to the wing. Screen by Adams. Here's Forte. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Well, Curry's favorite shot and the one most fans pay money to see. Go ahead from deep, Steph.
Here's Sampson. There's the dish to Adams. He feeds it to Parrish. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
And that one's good by Novak. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Well, this is a perfect example of how you want to run your offense. Disciplined but determined. Nice possession, Greg.
Tips it, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Warriors leading by 5. And the pass to Lindsay. They set the screen. Another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Thunder trailing by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Screen by Adams. To the middle. The Warriors pull it in.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Feeds to Novak. Over Adams. And that one's good by Novak. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Quinn Cook's checked in for Steph Curry. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Sampson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's Mayo on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Warriors leading by 8. Now looking at this Warriors team, some say the best offensive team in NBA history. Doris, would you agree?
I don't necessarily love comparing over eras. What I would say is they've got one of the best pure scorers ever in Kevin Durant. 2 all-time great shooters in Clay and Steph. And then Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking bigs we've ever seen. I'll tell you, they'd compete with just about anybody.
Oklahoma City shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Adams dishes to Mayo. Screen by Parrish. Here's Forte. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Lindsay guarded by Mayo. Got a piece of it. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Here's Sampson. Kick out to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Screen by Parrish. Takes the 13-footer, and it's blocked.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
.54 seconds left in the first. Mayo, that's good.
Oh, Felton puts a terrific spin on his shots from deep. Stroke is too nice.
Over to the left wing. Novak, the pass to Livingston. And here's the break. Here's Sampson. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact. Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And so it's Golden State with it. Lindsay guarded by Mayo. Clock at 6. Here's Novak. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Got it off in time. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Since coming to the Warriors, Kevin Durant says he's enjoyed playing for Steve Kerr.
I think he just gets it. You get around people in this life, whether it's players or coaches, who are stuck in this bubble of basketball and don't realize it's almost a fantasy world. And then you get guys like Steve Kerr who realize what's really important in life and that we're really, really blessed to be playing this game.
And Steve Kerr has seen it all on the basketball court. In a worldly perspective, Greg, off of it, he's not going to become a prisoner of the moment.
Keeping the right perspective really so important. You see why guys like KD love playing for him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good. And right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for Oklahoma City right now, at small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Goodrich in at the 5 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. To the paint, Paul George with the steal. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Now here's Goodrich. D right on him. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kicks it to Novak. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. There's the pick. Stolen by Parrish. Outside Mayo. On the wing, Goodrich. Here's Forte. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. And then for Oklahoma City, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Parrish. Andre Robertson comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And with Noel, it's hard as he turned down a big money long-term deal.
It's always a chance you take, right, if you bet on yourself. And the skill set there for Nerlens Noel, this guy is definitely a great defender. He's just seeking the right opportunity.
He kicks to Mayo. Second chance shot. It's not going to go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Penbay. And another three for Golden State.
And almost no hesitation when the D is laying off him there. Thompson just cashing in easily on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Wale. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Lowry, and it's Golden State with another.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
The Thunder leading by 9. Knocked away. Inside. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And the 6'11" wingspan of Bell, superb at using that length to pry the ball away.
Dishes it to Goodrich. Outside Mayo. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Loose, so it's the Warriors now. Outside Lowry. Buries the 20-footer. And now just a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Four-on-3 break. Here's Penbay. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Black, out to the right wing. Guerrero. Oklahoma City the rebound. Back to Goodrich. Now here's Mayo, guarded closely. He dishes it to Goodrich. Mayo left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Black. And the rejection by Lowry.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Quinn Cook. Abrinas is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-2 run here. Passes it to Lowry. Drops in the tray. Lowry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
And a look now at the breakdown between three-point and two-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Here's Abrines. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Oklahoma City. The fader. Rebounded by Goodrich. Goodrich has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Abrines. Pass to Wale. The feed to Black. Oklahoma City moving it around. But they'll get another chance. Misses the wing 3. The Warriors trail. Inside. Here's Wale. Got a hand on it.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And there's the pass to McCormick. He's covered by Goodrich. Fires it up. And that one goes long.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Here's Black. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wale. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Now the dish to Lowry. He's covered by Goodrich. Here's Penbay. Off the left rim and out. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. They get it back. Here's Abrines. Pass to Livingston. From deep three-point range, Black grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
That free throw missing. Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. He's off on the second.
So Russell Westbrook, the man who only got a college scholarship because someone else didn't want it, comes into the NBA as simply an athletic combo guard, has turned himself into one of the NBA's best. What a story, Mr. Harlan.
Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3 and D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
And he makes the first.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
He hits both from the stripe. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First free throw is good.
And as hard as he is to defend, Durant spends about as much time at the free throw line as anybody.
Paul George, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so Lowry nails both of them.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Screen by Adams. Here's Forte. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good.
Abrines' shot is off. Warriors leading by 8. From deep. Unable to get that one. Here's Sampson. Will it go? Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
And so here is Golden State. Timeout called the Warriors.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
He's checked in for Golden State.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Last year, getting it done. 4th in field goal percentage. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Just his first attempt. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that bounce.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
The Thunder have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
No good with the triple. Thunder trailing by 3. Screen by Parrish. 1:53 left here in the second. Screen by Adams. 5 to shoot. Here's Forte. He can't hit that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Lindsay. That misses off the backboard.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Here's Forte. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 13 points in the game.
Well, Paul George is not just a gifted perimeter shooter. That touch on the interior is impressive.
No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Screen by Parrish. Jumper off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. .59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Lindsay. D'Antoni defended by Parrish. Out to the right wing. There's the pass to Lindsay. This one for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Parrish with the jam.
Well, you have to get something out of that possession, and thanks to Patterson's work on the glass, heads-up play to score that.
To the wing on the left. They set the pick. Pass to McCormick. Here's Penbay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Here's Sampson. He has 6. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Count it. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man. Get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Reminds me of Kenny's suit selection. Has been very, very sloppy. Way too many turnovers. They look unorganized, out of control. It's not pretty basketball. The good news, though, they're still in a great position to win the game if they just cut down the turnovers.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. To the inside. Shoots off the screen. That's short off the rim.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And for the Thunder, here's Forte. And the layup's good off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here is Novak. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped.
Well, twice on the pipes. Jeremy Grant says no, sir.
And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the second half. They're going to have to start tightening things up on the offensive end.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.